From the world of celebrity dance, we move swiftly to the pub. Because, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker, he's the largest publican in the country. He's a fantastic businessman, a great entrepreneur, an example to us all. And again, he's worked tirelessly through the last few years to battle for the cause of Brexit. And it's not easy for someone running a big business, but he's took on the rest of the multinationals. He's an absolute star. Please give a huge, huge welcome, Mr. Tim Martin.
Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It's been a fantastic effort by everyone here. It's been a fantastic effort by millions of people at home. I want to say as well, fantastic by Nigel, Richard and the Brexit Party. I want to mention a couple of other people because it was a very broad church. Kate Hoey and Frank Field did a fantastic job in the Labour Party. Jacob Rees-Mogg and Mark Francois, Steve Baker, a lot of economists for free trade. Quite a few academics were brave enough to go against the trend. Robert Toombs, Noel Malcolm, and a few others. They did very, very well. But most of all, thank you to your message to our the European people. This was not a vote against them. This was a vote against the EU institutions. The people of Europe are our friends and allies. I just want to say as well, we don't want to forget, a lot of Europeans have legally come to this country and worked very hard and made a very great contribution. So thanks to them as well. I just want to say to our Remainer colleagues and civilians, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are magnanimous in victory. And our message to our Remainer friends is, let's stay friends. We had a good debate, but now we have to plough on. I want to just say two things. One is, we did understand what we voted for. And the second thing I'd like to say, ladies and gentlemen, is the vote for Brexit was a vote for democracy. It wasn't a vote for xenophobia. It's very important to realise it. A couple of other points that I'm going to go. But the big worry I have at the moment is a lot of people are saying we must have a deal. That's very, very dangerous, because if you think you must have a deal, you can end up signing a long document with a lot of traps in it. When America became independent from us and became a massive success, were they worried about signing a trade agreement at the Boston Tea Party? No! Were the Australians and Singaporeans worried about a deal when they became independent? No. All these countries have become great success as a result of democracy. Our message to Boris and everyone else, everyone else involved is, please don't tie us up in a 500-page deal that only the Attorney General can understand. I've done it for a nod. I've brought a deal here. And the The deal is this. It's one sentence. We, dear Michel Barnier, we agree to trade with you without tariffs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. Appreciate all your work. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Thank you very much.
Isn't it great? The one and only, the true Tim Martin. Thank you very much, Tim, as always. Now, we love a bit of audience participation. We love some songs. And there is, of course, one song in particular. Songs, and there is, of course, one song in particular by a very, very special singer. Some of you may have already guessed. His name starts with D.
Yes!
And D stands for Dominic. I wonder if the other Dominic was listening in at number 10. But please, ladies and gentlemen, give a huge, massive, raucous welcome to the one and only Mr. Dominic Frisby.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Uncontrolled and indiscreet, of colluding with the enemy and treason he's accused. A lying, narcissistic national threat. Yet, maybe Donald Trump is not all bad. I know the very thought will make you mad, but markets are up, taxes are down, he's talking to North Korea. Dealt with Iran, doesn't like Sadiq Khan. Is there really all that to fear? Maybe Donald Trump is not all bad. All that to fear. Maybe Donald Trump is not all bad. Said that the world over it is trusted and admired, truthful and impartial and at times even inspired. Its many finest moments oh so fondly we recall, this cherished national treasure that is loved by one and all. It educated, it informed, it entertained. All the same, maybe we should rethink the BBC. Pious and riddled with bias, could its programs be any blander? Don't watch it, you say, you've still got to pay for this statist propaganda. Why should the license fee be mandatory? They said she was a strategist of judgment sound and true, experienced and competent, consistent through and through. Though lacking in charisma, she is forceful and refined, a strong and stable leader for these dark and dangerous times. This shrewd operator has it so well planned. On the other hand, thank the Lord Theresa May has gone. Christ, she just went on and on and on. Her Brexit's insane, incompetence reigns, it's chaos unabated. never said what she thinks about anything. It's rains, it's chaos unabated. Never said what she thinks about anything. It's like she's automated. Thank the Lord Theresa May has gone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our second song of the night. And this is a song I think you all know. However, we have a slight problem. This song involves a lot of industrial language. And I've been told that I'm not allowed to swear on this stage. That would be a public order offence. And I don't want to get in it, and I don't want to land richly in it. So I have replaced the key word, ladies and gentlemen, with the word fudge. However, if you want to sing the key word, that is your decision and not mine. And I doubt they'll arrest 50,000 of you. This song, ladies and gentlemen, is all about Brexit. On the 21st of June in 2016, the people of the United Kingdom and Gibraltar went to vote on an issue that for some had been burning for years. The question in full and unaltered was, and I quote, should the United Kingdom remain a member of the European Union or leave the European Union? It was the greatest democratic turnout in British history. I do not scoff. And when the time came to speak, the British said, the campaign had gone on for many a month, with debate and discussion on many a front. They'd argued, they thought they had smeared and put stunts. They was David Cameron, Theresa May, George Osborne, Tony Blair, John Major, and the BBC. The British told them to fudge off 70 million fudge offs. If you vote to leave, you'll lose your job. If you vote to leave, you'll lose your home. The ensuing recession will last for years. Sir David Cameron, Theresa May, George Osborne, and the Treasury, Tony Blair, John Major, the BBC, the Bank of England, Mark Carney, the EU, the IMF, the US President, St. Obama, back in the queue. Those celebrities, Gary Lineker, J.K. Rowling, Benedict Cumberbatch, Lord Adonis. Who the fuck's she anyway? The British told them to fudge off 70 million fudge offs. They called in the experts to tell us what's right. They gave us the benefit of their foresight. To leave is calamitous, that's definite. Food shortages, planes grounded, no medicine, a house price crash, 500,000 jobs lost, cost of £4,300 to every home, riots, stock market collapse, no sandwiches. There'd be an outbreak of super gonorrhea. They seriously said that. As we know it. And one more thing, if you vote to leave, that makes you racist. The British told them to fudge off 17 million fudge offs. A general election was finally called. I think you know where we told them to go. We won't need to hear from them ever again. Told them to go. We won't need to hear from them ever again. From who? I've got a list. From Tony Blair, John Major, John Bercow. I can't tell you.
My ladders? I don't know. I mean, I probably won't be able to stay here, so...
No, so I'm happy if you rotate to one position sat at the front.
Not a Nazi. All the MPs who did the opposite of what they promised in their manifestos. Dominic Grieve, David Cork, Philip Hammond, Oliver Letwin, Ed Vacy. Thank you. All those patronising Labour MPs who know so much better than you. Emily Thornbury, Diane Abbott, Jess Phillips, Jeremy Corbyn. Oh, bless. That weird one with glasses, long surname. Hilary Benn. Hillary's a girl's name. What the fuck's that all? What the hell is that all about? The civil service, the Bank of England, the EU, the IMF, half of Hackney, Guy Verhofstadt, Emmanuel Macron, the Commentariat, Jolly on Moron, Andrew Marr, Femi Weirdo, Aaron Basmani, Gina Miller, all the celebrities Hugh Grant, Gary Lineker, Lily Allen, Steve Coogan, Nish Kumar, Lord Adonis. Who the fuck is he anyway? The British told you to fuck off 17 million fuck off. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Dominic, round of applause and his band. Fantastic. Well, that warmed us up, didn't it? So now, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is quite unique because he's been battling to leave the European Union since 1975. Our John Mills, he was part of the campaign, he led the campaign in 75 to leave the common market. So he's got a bit of experience about this. And that's why it's so wonderful that the chairman of Labour League, who's been battling so hard, utterly committed to this cause, he was also chairman of Vote Leave. He's here with us this evening. Give a massive welcome, John Mills.
I've been at it for a long time. And why was I against the common market in 1975? I'll tell you. I thought that food prices were going to go up. And what happened? Up they went. I thought we would do badly on trade and that they would sell more to us than we sold to them. And what happened? Exactly that. I thought we'd be paying in more to their budget than we were getting out, more than was fair. And what happened? Exactly that. I thought they were going to have the common agricultural policy nobody in this country wanted. And what happened then? They had that. But then they don't, right at the last minute, they betrayed the fishing industry completely. So I had a lot of reasons in 1975. Pretty skeptical about I'm still there. I'm still there.
Where's Boris?
By that time, the European army in prospect. We had the war zone, prepping the country, in the first morning, and then also we had a great wasn't issue in 1975, but social parliament So today's a great day. What we've done is all the options we had, everything we've made us do, but my message to you, don't be too There's a long way to go. Because if we're not very careful, we'll find a whole lot more people competent in the single market, moccasins to the National Union. They want to half in and half out. And my message to you this evening is this. We're going to come out of the European Union at all, we've got to do it properly. We've got to come out of all these institutions, we've got to trade the EU like everybody else in the world does, without rules and political substance against the way. So my don't let them take it away from us. Make sure we can move along and come out, and I think we can. I think we can, and I think that will be Britain in a much more different for the rest of us. So stand by together. God bless you all.
Thank you, John. Is he a star? He's fought so hard and battled, and today is partly thanks to the likes of John Mills. It's time for everyone to sing again, isn't it? What about Rule Britannia? Anyone like singing Rule Britannia? Well, let's have a go. So let's invite the ladies back onto the stage with our band for that wonderful patriotic song that we all know and love so well. Here we are. Here they come. Give them a huge welcome. Belinda, Anaya and Shanti. fantastic? Aren't they great? Give them a huge round of applause. And now, we've had business people, we've had celebrities from the world of media. And now, we've had business people, we've had celebrities from the world of media. We're not interested in some of the radio channels, except one. There's a very special person who's brilliant on talk radio. She gets up very early and she entertains us with considered comments. Please give a massive, massive welcome, the one and only Julia Hartz-Brown.
It's great to be here. What can I say? It's great to be here with you tonight to celebrate this incredible moment in our nation's history. There's been a lot of talk today about how we Brexiteers should be triumphant. How we shouldn't celebrate too much or too openly. How we mustn't gloat or rub Ramona's noses in it. But you know what? Gathering here tonight isn't gloating. It's not rubbing people's noses in it. We shouldn't have to hide away in a dark corner as if Brexit was something to apologise for or to be embarrassed about. We aren't ashamed to be Brexiteers or to be British. Lots of people today say they're ashamed to be British. Indeed, some of us are proud to fly our flag. Some of us are even proud enough to wear it. It was a bit more Old Spice than Ginger Spice. I've got another dress on underneath. Just that. So we have been a nation divided since 2016, but it didn't have to be that way. And we can end all of that division tonight at 11 p.m. Now is the time for us to all come together. Now, whether you voted for Brexit, which I have a funny feeling quite a lot of us did, or whether you didn't vote for Brexit, whether you love Brexit or whether you hate Brexit, that doesn't matter anymore. All we ask of you, however you voted, is that you accept the democratic mandate for Brexit to happen. And tonight, we hold out as Brexiteers the hand of friendship to you and to ask you to join us in celebrating tonight. Because tonight isn't just about Brexit. It isn't about leaving the EU. It's about celebrating our democracy. Because when 11 p.m. comes, that isn't the end of Brexit. It's just the start. It's the start, though, of something wonderful. The rebirth of our democracy, the kick-starting of our economy, a new optimism, a new self-belief, a new vision for a 21st century Britain as a proud, independent nation-state once again. We're going to forge new friendships and alliances with countries around the globe. And yes, just across the channel too.
Space down here. You get through the space down here.
Don't they? And now, for me, I've got to say, today has been a mixture of joy, relief, and pride. Joy that we can, as love, control our own destiny. Relief that we finally, after all those battles, we got here today. And pride, so much pride, that the British stood firm in the face of everything that's been thrown in them. They thought they could scare us into voting the right way. They thought they could insult us into changing our minds. Did we flip? No, we did not. They also thought that they could, well, they could convince us, they could scare us. They thought they could fool us into accepting a pretend Brexit in name only. They thought they could trick us into a second referendum, offering a choice between Remain and Remain Light. Were we fooled? They thought we could use the courts and every single trick in the parliamentary rulebook to try to overturn the referendum result. But did we give up? No. We stood firm. We refused to believe their lies. We refused to take no for an answer. We refused to be ignored. Today, more than 3.5 years after our votes were counted in June 2016, our voices have finally been heard. And we will never be silent again. There are so many amazing people who made this day happen. Not just the household names like Nigel Farage and Boris Johnson, but 17.4 million people in households up and down the country. You, me, everyone here, lots of people. They never stopped believing that democracy would triumph in the end. I, tonight, have never been prouder to be a Brexiteer, and I've never been prouder to be British. Happy Brexit Day, everyone.
Thank you, Julia. Isn't she wonderful? Whoa! Julia Hartley-Brewer, thank you very much indeed. We've only half an hour left, ladies and gentlemen, before the big moment. But please now, again, she's a businesswoman and from the world of media. She works for the Pledge for Sky TV. Please give it.
Infrastructure, to build roads, build factories. It's the same road all over. It's the same in Scotland. It's the same in Scotland. Look at the Coat Bridge, look at the Youth Centre. All that was all slums and new money all over Scotland. The same the Highlands and the Highlands. Same with England, I'm sure. People living in Northern England.
Tonight was going to be a damp squib. Apparently, people were not going to turn out, but turn out you have. Many of you have been standing here in the freezing cold and the pouring rain, so well done you. The 31st... You! The 31st of January 2020. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a significant moment in history. And as a Brexiteer, it was a moment that I never actually thought at some point was going to happen. Because fighting for this moment has taken courage, it's taken strength, and it's taken resilience. Because us Brexiteers, we have been called names, we have been dismissed, we have been undermined, and we have been criticised. And tonight, we come together, we finally have got our wish, which is to stay in Europe, but to leave the EU. And we did it! We did it! And as you look around the Parliament Square, you'll see some statues. And among them, you will see leaders, previous leaders of countries from, believe it or not, outside of the EU. We've got places like India, US, the South Africa, and it's a timely reminder that there is a world outside of the EU. And in that world is a world of opportunity. And after 11 o'clock tonight, there will be no such thing as leavers and remainers. Because after 11 o'clock tonight, we are all cheers. Yes, we are. And I will keep this very simple. And I think we should end on a nice note with a 3 cheers to our future of opportunity, to our freedom, and to the fact that democracy prevails. So let's have 3 cheers to leaving the EU and our future. One hit it! Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is not about those people.
Lifting, positive, enthusiastic. And our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, he's also fought for decades to leave the European Union. He was often a lone figure in the House of Commons. During the referendum campaign, he created and ran the group Grassroots Out. During the referendum campaign, he created and ran the group Grassroots Out. He's without question got the brightest, most garish tie in the House of Commons. Please give a massive welcome, Mr. Peter Bone, MP.
Wow, what a wonderful evening. In less than an hour, we're going to leave the European Union superstate. I've been waiting 30 years for this. The establishment wanted to keep us in a costly, undemocratic and wasteful federal Europe. 2 million people from the EU came and lived and stayed in this country whether we wanted them or not. We gave the European Union more than £211 billion. And what did we get in return for it? Nothing! And what did we get in return for it? Nothing! But tonight, we end the free movement of people. We stop paying the European Union billions and billions of pounds each and every year. We will make our own laws in our own country, judged by our own judges. Tonight, we take our country back. But can I for a moment just take you back to December 2015? At that time, the establishment said we must stay in Europe. David Cameron and the government said we must stay in Europe. The Labour Party said we must stay in Europe. And of course, the BBC said we must stay in Europe. Tom Perscott, the MP for Corby, Councillor Helen Harrison and myself thought, we British people want to leave. Let's have a grassroots campaign to get us out. And that's how we formed GO. And we met a whole lot of extraordinary people during that campaign who agreed to put their political differences to one side. We had the great Kate Hoey from Labour, the superb Grand Stringer from Labour. We had the embodiment Sammy Wilson from the DUP. We had the vocal Ian Paisley. We had 50 supportive Conservative MPs, including David Davis, Liam Fox and Jacob Rees-Mogg. But we had one other person. We had the legendary Nigel Farage. Done more for Brexit than Nigel Farage. As Tom and I and Helen toured the country, we went to England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and even Gibraltar. And when we went to the meetings, people took thousands and thousands of GO leaflets to deliver. They organised street stalls. They organise canvassing. And it's true that people like Kate, Sammy, myself, Helen, Tom, helped to deliver Brexit, and of course Nigel. But the real people, who I'm so very grateful for and to, were the individuals who from those grassroots out meetings went out and campaigned to deliver Brexit. I believe what they did made the difference between winning and losing that referendum. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we leave the European Union. And tonight we should celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you for everything that you've done. The hour is approaching, ladies and gentlemen, but before we get there, you've done. The hour is approaching, ladies and gentlemen, but before we get there, we've just got the Brexit All-Stars Band to entertain you before our final speaker, the one and only Nigel.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Two mics, here we go.
I've taken my time and I couldn't call.
Brexit!
There's one person we've not yet heard from. I wonder who that is. He is, of course, the person who's fought the longest for this great cause. Over 25 years. He's had all sorts. Because without Nigel, as we all know, there would have been no referendum. Without Nigel, there would have been no Brexit. And without Nigel, there would have been no Brexit party. He's here now. He's with us. Give him a massive, massive welcome. He's a little bit shy sometimes, you know. Do we want Nigel? I can't hear you. Do we want Nigel? Here he is, the one and only Mr. Nigel Farage. Good evening, London! In just 14 minutes' time, something truly remarkable is going to happen. Something that I've fought for 27 years. And something that many thousands of you gave your time, love, and money for. We faced an establishment that never even wanted to listen to us. An establishment that never wanted that referendum to take place. An establishment that has tried for 3.5 years to frustrate the will of the greatest democratic mandate ever seen in this country. But in 13 minutes' time, we will leave the European Union! And we did it! We did it! We've transformed the landscape of our country. And there are some that say we shouldn't celebrate tonight. Well, we are going to celebrate tonight, and we are celebrating tonight because we know that this is the single most important moment in the modern history of our great nation. That is what is happening tonight. And I think there's a lot to celebrate, don't you? The first thing to celebrate is that we will no longer have to listen to Mr. Juncker, to Mr. Guy Verhofstadt. No longer will our prime ministers be talked down to by unelected bureaucrats in Brussels. We should celebrate the fact that we are going to be able, across the road here, to make our own laws by people we can hold directly accountable in general elections. We, in 11 minutes, become a democratic, self-governing, independent, and I hope, proud nation. And we should celebrate. We should celebrate that in 10 minutes' time, we're getting there, aren't we? 3.5 years was a long time. 10 minutes doesn't sound too bad to me. We should celebrate the fact that, freed from the constraints of the European Union, we once again will be able to find our place in the world. We are able to re-engage with the Commonwealth, with America, with our friends all over the world. It will be a But there's one thing above all that we must celebrate tonight, and it's this. The only reason we're here tonight is because Westminster became utterly detached from ordinary people in this country. And those people started to speak. Those people started to rise. Those people forced a referendum. Those people forced a general election. And those people, despite all the flaws in our system, for the first time in history, the people have beaten the establishment, and that we must celebrate. The real winner tonight, the real winner tonight is democracy. Democracy has won tonight. And I, as somebody who believes that we should be pro-Europe, but not pro the European Union, I believe we've now set an example for our friends right across the continent. I want a Europe of free, sovereign, democratic nations, and we'll trade with them, we'll work with them, we'll cooperate with them, we'll have reciprocity, but we will not take orders from them. I'm shy, but thank you. So we've got a lot to celebrate and a lot to look forward to. Now I know there are big battles to come. I know there are people here concerned what happens with fisheries. People here concerned with whether the European Court of Justice will have a say in the future. People concerned about regulatory alignment. People concerned about whether we could be betrayed again. But remember this. Remember this. What happens now in 8 minutes' time? What happens in 8 minutes' time marks the point of no return. Once we have left, we are never, ever going back. And important though the rest of it is, the rest in a sense becomes detail. We will be free, we will be sovereign, we will be proud, we will be independent. We've won a very great victory. And you know, an amazing thing has happened today. Tony Blair. But I'm going to surprise you. I really am going to surprise you. Tony Blair has said today, there is no point looking back. We've made a decision. We are leaving the European Union, and we must work together to make it a success. How about that? How about that? A crowd of Brexiteers cheer Tony Blair. How about that? Because what is happening is our country is now uniting. Our country is coming together. Nearly everybody, even Lord Mandelson this morning, accepted
this is happening. There are some, of course, who struggle. This is the new 50p coin. And Lord Adonis, who, as somebody said earlier, who is he anyway? Lord Adonis says he won't use the new 50p coin, but you know what? People like him now look like members of the Flat Earth Society.
Boris Johnson, the charismatic Prime Minister, who is saying all of the right things. All of the right things. I never believed I would ever.
Saying all of the right things. And in many ways, our hopes and our trust are now bound up with what Boris Johnson does. We want him to keep to his promises. We want him to make us free. And I promise you that I and all of you will keep him, won't we? We will keep him to his promises. Who knows? I think there's a good chance he'll deliver. I think the Conservative Party learned a lesson in those European elections they never, ever want to repeat. So let us be optimistic. Let us think about the future of our great nation. Let us think about the example that we are giving to the rest of Europe and the free world as well. Let us celebrate tonight as we've never done before. You and all of us have made history, and this is the greatest moment in the modern history of our great nation. Thank you!
Oh, actually. Who would have thought? It's been not.
Junction for our country at a moment when we're on different roads. Something will unplug and unravel our political, our economic, our That question will be hanging for quite some time, and Boris Johnson faces a huge task Not to open English champagne tonight.
36 seconds.
Show to voters that they made the right decision. Faith in him and his belief. This was the right choice for all of us.
Wow!
Two.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the national anthem.
Gracious Queen, long live her noble Queen, God save her Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen. Gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the
Thank you! Ladies and gentlemen, you've been fantastic. We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much indeed. Believe it or not, we're no longer a member of the European Union. And with that, I bid you a very good evening, a safe trip home, and a fantastic, wonderful weekend. Thank you very much. Wonderful weekend. Thank you very much.
Where's the time? Fucking hell, dude. This is just a really bad time, bad time. Oh, fuck.
Lame, that is. Absolutely lame. Could have been an RTS there, unfortunately.
Not least because there's so many things that have to be sorted out, but also because the EU will drive a hard bargain. Yes, both sides say, of course we want to still be friends,
Regis Harris. Stojan is Krug. And those end shots are ours as well. I mean, literally. That's it, isn't it? There's nothing else. Oh, the flag. Did that come from the agency?
Thatcher, yes. To what some conservatives believe was the expansion of a super federalist super state. She wasn't having any of it. Yes. In the Bruges speech, I think. Was it in the Commons? Was it in the Commons? David Cameron. David Cameron.
Rennie and Richard.
I'm filming, mate. Can I see?
Oh yeah, there was some other people complaining that there was some.
like, yeah, but the thing is, my office doesn't even have a glass ceiling. It's like, we've got that weird thing where, you know, in schools when you say push it. No, you know when you go, yeah, but the thing is, my office has like a solid ceiling, so I'm not really sure why all the women are moaning.
I can show you that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if it was a montage, like a kind of...
We get some on taxi back.
No, I'm just doing it on that.
So the transition period.
I can follow on it.
You see, I think it's very interesting. David Ford, yeah. I think it's very interesting.
Followed by...
Maybe it's time to go, yeah. But yeah, I don't think...
Because they had a Jeff and everything, didn't they?
ITV did, yeah.
It's cool though. It's cool, yeah. Quite cool.
Alright,
Why did they not use Danish flag. Brilliant. Our cousins. Brilliant. Look at that.
I just put into that. I don't know because it's not so I love to drink. It's got a bad reputation.